Hi guys, it's lizzisimss here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay, staying safe and taking care of your mental well-being. So today I have a speed build for you and I'm actually building in Sulani. This is my very first build in Sulani on my channel. I've done one other build in Sulani that I only posted on my Instagram because I wasn't making YouTube videos back then. But I don't know why, I just decided, I just had an urge to like build something a bit different. I have pre-recorded a bunch and a lot of the builds that I have done, they're like really cute cottages, and don't get me wrong, I'm like really happy with how they turned out and I think they're adorable, but I just wanted to break them up a little bit. I've been doing a lot of cottages, so to switch it up I decided to build in Sulani, and I'm building a tiny home residential beach house I think sounds better, but it is I think it's a tier 2 tiny home, if you care at all about the categories. I don't know why I wanted to do a beach house in particular, a beach house. Obviously we're doing a beach house, we're in Sulani. Why I decided to do a tiny home in particular, because this lot, it's quite big. So once I built it I was like, oh, what do I do with all this space? I think it's built on either a 30 by 20 or a 40 by 30. I can't remember exactly, but it is big for like the size of the house. But I did a lot of landscaping. I really tried to make it blend into the surrounding environment, which I think I did quite well. I'm really just not comfortable building in Sulani at all, which is why I never have done but like only that one post on my Instagram, and I've never done it on my YouTube channel. But I really enjoyed how it turned out. I think it looks really cute. I'm really surprised at myself, so hopefully this gives me a little bit of a confidence boost to maybe try out more builds in Sulani. I don't think it will be like my go-to world anymore, because I'm still very much more comfortable doing cottages and that kind of style. But I also have like a very big like modern build coming up, and some family houses here and there, so I am trying to branch out a little bit, but I don't think I'll be going to Sulani every week, but that's fine. I'm trying, and I actually think it's really cute. Obviously it's a tiny home, so it's a 1-bedroom 1-bathroom house, but there is like an outdoor, I don't know what you'd call it, like a terrace, like it's an upstairs terrace, so I put a ladder there. That's how you get up, and so this is like an extra space that I thought it would be nice to kind of utilize, because it is such a small space inside. If the sim that lives here wanted to have guests or anything, they could like easily go outside and entertain them either on the porch or on that upstairs terrace, that outdoor terrace. Yeah, I think that's what you'd call it. So yeah, I thought that was a really nice way to utilize the very limited space I had in this build. I still haven't managed to build like a proper tiny home, like the tier 1 tiny home. I can't even remember how many tiles it is, because every time I try and do it, it just doesn't work for me. So I think this is probably the smallest home I've managed to build as a tiny home, and that I've actually managed to fit everything that I want to, which I was very happy about. And the color scheme, as you can see, is like a turquoise turquoise blue with some like yellow accents here and there, which I really enjoy. I had such a good time decorating this build. I was really surprised at all the stuff that come with island living. Obviously, because I don't build in Sulani very much, I don't use a lot of the island living items in the Build and Buy catalog. I hardly ever touch them, if I'm honest, but I like tried to use as much as possible here just to really like drive home the fact that it is in Sulani and I'm finally building in Sulani. But they're so beautiful, all these objects. Yeah, I really enjoyed the aesthetics of it. They did a really good job with choosing the items, I think, and creating the items. I wish I could use them more, but obviously they just don't go with a lot of more traditional houses that I tend to gravitate towards in my builds. But yeah, I really enjoy the decoration. There's no TV because I just couldn't figure out a way to lay out the sofa so that we could have a TV, but you live in such a beautiful place. Why would you want to watch TV? I think that's what I kind of think. I don't think they need one. I think they prefer, whoever the sim is that lives here, they prefer being outside. They're right near the beach. This slot is actually the sandbar, which is where the bar is in Sulani. I don't know why I decided to build here because there are smaller lots, but I just wanted it to be close to the sea, like not right on the sea, because it faces away from it, I believe. But I just wanted it to like be right in the middle of Sulani, it like surrounded by palm trees and all this beautiful landscaping. So that's why I chose this spot. But you can place this build anywhere you want in the world. It doesn't have to be in Sulani either, but would make sense. We don't have another island world, which I actually would really love another island world, but how many do you need, I suppose? There are other things that I would want more, but I do really enjoy just the aesthetics of Sulani. I think it's one of the most beautiful worlds we have in The Sims. They did a really good job on it. It's somewhere I'd love to visit or even live. I mean, I'm from Malaysia, and like it just reminds me of where I was born. Like right by the sea, like palm trees and like the blue ocean, like right there, and yeah, it just gives me all the feels. But here we are moving on to the bedroom. There's only room for one sim. I definitely could not fit a double bed in here. You could possibly have bunk beds if you wanted to have roommates, but it would be a tight squeeze, I think. But I'm just impressed that I managed to do a tiny home, honestly. Like, I'm really not, I'll admit it, I'm not very good at it, and I've kind of struggled with the layout of tiny homes, but I think this one flowed really well, and I loved all the decor that I used. So here you can see I'm just building the upstairs outdoor terrace, so you access it via a ladder. It's just got a 3-seater dining table, outdoor dining table, and it's just like a really nice place to sit. Like from there you can see the sea, and I think that's so beautiful. I'm so jealous of any sim that gets to live here. I'm honestly like, whenever I look in the world and the Sims, I'm just like, oh, I wish I could live here. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure you guys like feel this too. But here I am. I pulled a bunch of stuff out of debug because I kind of wanted to go in the direction of having a bunch of like camping stuff and like outdoor activities. So maybe this sim was really into like foraging and just being outdoors, living outdoors, but I kind of changed my mind because as I started to do the landscaping and fitting everything into the lot, I just didn't think that the items I chose from debug, like that camping tent you can see there, I just didn't think that they would work with everything else that I did. But I did keep the boat, which I placed on the right hand side just at the back, so Sims can put that in their inventory and like just head off into the ocean. And I found this, I don't know what you would call it, a pagoda? I have no idea. But I found this and I thought that would be so perfect to have as a little, it wouldn't provide much shade because there's a bunch of holes in it, but just as a nice little outdoor resting space. There's only room for like one chair in there, but you could possibly fit two. But obviously, as this is a single sim living here, they only need one deck chair. I kind of wish I made it facing the ocean now. For the aesthetics of the screenshots, it looks nice, but practically, you'd probably want to face the ocean. You can change it if you want, but here I am just working on the landscaping. The plants that came with Island Living are absolutely beautiful, especially from the debug menu. Like the textures and the colors are a little bit different, like they're a bit more vivid and the contrasts are a little bit better. I love the debug menu of the Island Living stuff. It's so beautiful, and I'm a bit put off by building in Sulani, I think, because of the landscaping, but this came together really easily. I think because the area around it is so lush, that I was able to like really make it look like it fit in. But on some of the other lots that I've seen, I'm not sure how confident I would be in doing that. But yeah, the landscaping came together really easily. Obviously, like the terrain paint was a bit difficult, and looking back on the footage, I think it does look a bit odd because it's just like darker pieces of sand to show like where the driveway is and where the path is to the pagoda. Like, I just didn't know if that really worked. But here I am just placing a little fire pit and finishing off the last bit of the landscaping, and that is pretty much it for this build. So I hope you guys enjoyed the screenshots. I honestly really enjoyed building it. Let me know what you think. If you did enjoy it, please do like, comment and subscribe. Leave any build suggestions that you might have for me in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!